yo. We feature all local, independent, underground artists. When I say local, I just mean local. Like the ones that live next door to you that you ain't heard yet. Feel me? Yeah, the slept on motherfuckers, the overlooked ass dudes, the underrated, the ones that's finna be legends, son. You know? Without too much more fucking talking, it's a wrap, yo. What's happening, family? We're back with another reaction. How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone's having a lovely day. It's a beautiful day out there. See that sun shining, right? I don't have to have the light on today. So, a follower requested a couple of Ekoh songs, so we're gonna do those first today. One at a time. We're not gonna do double reviews, but this first one is called Daudrie, featuring Almost Normal. Apparently it's based on the Netflix documentary Audrey and Daisy, or Daisy and Audrey, something like that. Audrey, man, let me read the backstory. Hold on. Audrey took her life after high school, and Daisy took her life August 4th. The song means a lot to Ekoh. He knew Daisy personally, and they've met a couple times. Alright. So, we haven't done proper reaction to Ekoh's music yet. We've checked them out a couple times on live, caught them claims, so I imagine these is gonna get claimed, but being that they're important to him and important to my follower Andrea, we're gonna do them. You know, we're gonna do them. So I believe it's called Daudrie, like the both girls' names, Daisy and Audrey. August 4th, the day after my sister's birthday. So it's kind of significant in a way, you know. And I've lost some friends to suicide. Actually, the first time I experienced one of my friends' deaths was a suicide. She jumped off the 6th floor of our mall in my city. At the time it was called Carousel Mall. It's called Destiny USA now, but it was, when it was made, it was called Carousel Mall because its main attraction is the beautiful carousel that's in the food court. It's like it's a merry-go-round with horses, but it's just a beautiful thing, and it's pretty dope to ride on. Even if you're an adult, take your kids on it. It's pretty cool. But there's 6 floors in the main part of the mall, and the 6th floor is called the Sky Deck. It's really fucking high, and it's actually 7 floors up from where it starts, because it starts from the basement level. And my friend jumped in the section that it's big open area that leads all the way down to the basement floor. So if you're standing in the basement, you can look all the way up to the Sky Deck. And she died instantly. Her name was Desiree. She's actually my first ever girlfriend. So it was pretty traumatic experience. And like, I've experienced it quite a few times in life. Friends taking their own lives or dying from unnatural causes. So this is pretty significant. So he knew Daisy. They said they've met she told me they've met a few times. So I imagine this hits really hard for him. So we're gonna do the best we can to talk about it and convey what he's saying here in the song. Ekoh featuring Almost Normal, Daudrie. Before we get started, if you're not subbed to the channel yet, do me that solid. Hit that sub button, crack up that notification bell, get that thing to ringing. Bringing all kinds of variety. You're going to want to be notified. Let's go.
I'm losing all control. Sounds are fading, can't speak. Where did you go? I'm screaming, can you hear me now? Tell me, can you hear me?
It was a typical night, not much to do. Her and her friend just hanging out in a room. And they were never the cool girls in school. Someone texted them, they didn't know what to do. Said that they were just chilling and watching Netflix. He said that we got some liquor, come and kick it. Now he was older, they didn't think for a second he would ever want to hang with them, especially some freshmen. But who knows, maybe he'll...
So, alright, girls were best friends. You know, they weren't very popular. And, you know, they didn't get hit up to come and hang out a lot. So a guy texts them, so what are y'all doing? Netflix and chilling. It's like, well, I got some liquor, why don't you come and kick it? You know, they get all excited. You know, fuck yeah, wow, somebody wants to chill with us.
Think they were cool, and when we go back to school, they would look at us differently, right? She said she was down. They said cool, and they picked him up around the corner. A little tipsy already, cause they had been drinking some vodka that they found in the liquor cabinet earlier. They had never really drank, so needless to say, the thought of drinking too much had never occurred to them. Snuck out the house.
Ooh, they had already been drinking some vodka they found in the liquor cabinet. They never really drank before, so they didn't know about what happened if you drink too much.
Got in the car. They said the house isn't too far away. So they parked and then they walked a little bit before they snuck into the window of one of the kids' basements. The coolest kids on the football team, and it was 5 of them all laughing, it seemed like.
So when they got to the crib, it's all the cool kids there. 5 most popular kids in school, man. You know, 5 football players. So they was just in they glory. They like, oh damn, these football players want to chill with us, man. You know. Look, I see drugs. I see the bong. See a couple of bottles of liquor. Boom, boom. There's like 3 bottles of liquor, a bong. Huh.
Everything was all good enough. Poured the liquor, said you gotta drink out of the bitch cup now. She was game, didn't want to seem like she couldn't hang, so she drank it all down and then she swigged the bottle. By the time she looked around and couldn't find a friend and thought that something wasn't right and started feeling awful. It's where it all gets hazy. She remembers being picked up and carried to a room. It all started going fuzzy, fading in and out. She came to it.
Typical fucking story, man. Typical story. You know, they knew them girls would be down to chill. Because, you know, it might make them popular, it might make people notice them. So when they got there, they got them drunk. You gotta drink out of the bitch glass. You know, that's a triple shot glass, you know. And she didn't want to look like she wasn't down to hang, so she downed it all, took a shot, and started looking around, didn't notice her friend was there. Started feeling something was wrong, started feeling awful. So she felt herself be picked up and carried into another room.
He's on top of her with his friends around. No, stop, what are you doing? Quit playing. She couldn't really move and she was so drunk, but she kept saying it. She kept saying it. He put his hand into her pants. She didn't know what he was doing. She said it again. Tried to push it away and she said.
So it's all a planned thing, you know. They raped these girls.
Said no, but her eyes would barely open up and she just couldn't move around. Felt him take off her shirt and couldn't tell, but it looked like his friend had started filming too. Heard the sound of his voice, breath on her neck, felt his hand push her down, and that's it. It went black. Tape cut right there. She don't remember anything after that.
You gotta be careful out here, man. You know, being cool and being popular doesn't it's important for kids, you know what I'm saying? To be cool and be popular, have people noticing them. you know, so that unwittingly, not unknowingly, but unwittingly, put themselves in positions where this could possibly happen. And not to say like all dudes are like this, but like it seems like it's always the most popular ones, you know, that end up doing some fucked up shit like this, you know. Just remember, man, just be careful. Just be careful who you kicking it with, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with staying in your circle and staying unpopular, because that's safe.
She woke up to the sound of her mom shaking her. Her front yard, 5 a.m. in the middle of winter. Said the temperature was 21 degrees and her hair had almost been completely frozen to the concrete. Still hazy when she walked back inside. She remembers that she kept on asking if she's alright then. Took her clothes off to put her in the bath. Saw some marks on her body and asked if she'd been attacked, but she couldn't really even put words together, and the whole room was spinning. She just started crying. The next thing she remembers, the doctor asking her questions, and even now it's really hard to recollect it. They said rape, and now the cops are showing up, asking where she was last night and what happened, but still in shock. Her brother had found her phone with all the people she had texted last night in the snow, and they took him into custody. It made the news. Small town football player had been accused of sexual assault. She didn't know what it was called and really felt like it was her fault.
What just happened not only ruined her life, but the choices that those men made ruined their lives. There's a lesson to be learned behind all of this, females and for males. The choices that we make right now ultimately affect the rest of our lives.
The next day at school, she was outcast. The whole student body, they had heard about it, and she just wanted to pretend it didn't happen, but the word of this video, it got around. They called her slut, said she was a lying bitch, and why the fuck would she accuse someone like him to get attention? And even if she wasn't lying, she probably wanted it, and if she didn't, she should have drank and learned her lessons. This all feels like a real bad dream, man.
Then the people that saw the video, saw the newspaper, they know that she's unpopular, so they're like instantly in their head like, oh yeah, you know, she did this for attention, or she wanted it. Even if she was saying no, she probably wanted him, you know. That's not true, man. She just needed friends. She just wanted to be noticed, you know. She wasn't out there trying to hook up, you know. She thought it would be good for her, you know, good for her status, you know, good for her mental state, you know, to be able to hang out with people that normally wouldn't hang out with her. And what does she get? She gets assaulted, and it looked like it was violent. It wasn't just having sex, it was violent, you know. And then gets attacked when she goes back to school, because like, look, you have to go back to school, right? Now all these people calling her a slut. Why would you accuse this dude of this just for attention? Our society is so fucked up.
Everybody keeps staring, it seems like she can still feel the spots where he touched her. Her life is over, how can anybody love her now? And even adults think she's making this up, and all the friends she did have are too afraid to speak up. Pray to God that this will just go away, and she keeps counting the days until this court case is over. Just a little validation, said she ruined his life. It's amazing. Let these thoughts just run all day and go to sleep now. The only way to escape it.
Charges were dropped against 2 teens accused of sexual assault. The The county prosecutor says he did not believe he could prove the allegations against the two teens beyond a
Charges dropped? He could not prove the allegation? What?
reasonable doubt.
She woke up to the sound of her mom screaming first. Said they let them all walk, thought she was dreaming first. They were kids and had their whole life ahead of them, and not to let some little mistake and a girl threaten it. Plus the dad was a senator with connections. Just boys being boys, they had all learned their lessons. Couldn't believe it, she just wanted justice. And more than that, she just wanted him to admit it. But she was disregarded, and then the backlash. They had her name attached to slut, made into hashtags. Up on Twitter, the notifications blew up, saying she should kill herself, that she deserved it. And nothing from that night and all the court dates since.
And now the cyberbullying. All these things put together would make any strong-willed person want to disappear, you know? Who wants everybody thinking these type of things about them when you didn't ask for any of it? You made a bad choice. You made a wrong decision. But like, that's why we're people. We're supposed to be able to make bad decisions, wrong decisions, and then learn from the mistakes. But this wasn't her mistake. And the ones that caused all the pain, all the anguish, and I know how this ends. Like she takes her life. The ones that caused that, the ones responsible for that, get to walk clear conscience. Well, I wouldn't say clear conscience, because they get to live with their choice for the rest of their life. No matter what the verdict was, they have to live with their choice for the rest of their life. And when I said in the beginning, like, these choices that were made, the choices that we make right now ultimately affects the rest of our lives. Not only affects the rest of our lives, but the people around us that care about us. You know? Ruined her entire family's life.
Could have prepared for the hurt those words did. Sick of crying and being under a microscope and having her womanhood be the topic of the conversation. Half the town thinks he's innocent. Happy to get him back on the field so they can win again. Turn the computer off and chuck the phone, like what the fuck happened to my life, cause I don't know. But future ruin, the reputation is nothing, and she keeps taking all of these pills, but it don't numb it. She said fuck it for the last time. Maybe these people on Facebook are right. Grabbed the belt she found in the top drawer, then she took it to her bathroom to tie it up. Could barely see through the tears, but she kept hearing people call her liar as she stepped on the lip of the tub. You don't know how dark this life gets. Sick of living her whole life in regret. So she took a deep breath, closed her eyes, and then she stepped.
Why do I feel like I'm losing all control? Signs are fading, can't speak. Where did you go?
Alright, now it's time to do a little bit of reading, do a little bit of learning. Approximately 1.8 million adolescents in the United States have been victims of sexual assault. Rape is the most underreported crime. 63% of sexual assaults are not reported to the police.
I'm screaming, can you hear me
In 8 out of 10 cases of rape, the victim knew the person who sexually assaulted them.
now? Tell me, can you hear me? Why do
These numbers will be in the description. And if you or anyone you know has been a victim of sexual abuse, tell someone. I know it's hard. I know it doesn't feel good. It feels dirty. It feels like you've done something wrong, but you didn't. You need to talk to somebody. There's a couple of hotline numbers right here. There's a website number. Or a website URL that will be in the description of the video. National Sexual Assault Hotline. Website rainn.org, rainn.org. 800-656-4673. 1-800-656-4673. National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-8255. 1-800-273-8255. SafeBAE, SafeBAE.org, SafeBAE.org. Please don't be afraid to talk to somebody. The only way to bring these monsters to justice is to tell someone. Even if you can't go to the police, there's somebody that has the strength that will go to the police. Ekoh, man, if you ever see this video, bro, I know that Daisy was your friend. I know this means a lot to you. I appreciate the message. I know this song is older, but one of your friends came to me and asked me if I would, I'm not going to say react to this video, even though the reaction is deep, but asked me to spread the message. So, I'm do my best to get as many people to look at this as possible, bro. Thank you for being strong enough to tell this story, as I know in my heart and in my soul that that was a hard thing to do. I don't have to talk about the values of any aspect of the song because it's not about that. It's not about how dope it was, about how fire it was. It's about the message. And I appreciate it, dude. Because though I don't want to talk about it, like, I can relate. Family, do your best. Share this song. Share. Go to Ekoh's page. His links will be in the description. Share his song everywhere. If you don't have socials, tell somebody to listen to this song. If you know somebody going through something, tell them to listen to this song. Ekoh's links will be in the description. Link to this track will be in the description. These numbers, these websites will be in the description, along with all my links and LG2's links. Let's get the word out. You know how we do it, family. Manhandle them links. Let's get the word out. It's a wrap, yo. Peace.